Okay guys, let's get into this teardown on this Ming Yang. Like I say, I have been rough on this reel. This is our third year of doing the review on the same reel. This is the one that I originally showed in my first video. Let's get into it and see what we've got. We'll start with the clicker side. It's got 3 Phillips screws. I have not oiled this reel. I haven't done anything with the reel. And like I say, I have abused it. You can see the dirt and stuff inside there. I have not oiled it, greased it, nothing. It is an actual bearing inside the reel. All the clicker and all that still works like it should. That metal gear still good. This is the CL60 Ming Yang bait casting reel. We've got these 3 plastic spacers. You don't want to lose these. Everything here looks good. Of course, you can see the dirt in there. It's I've left this in my boat. I've left it outside. I actually left it out there and got some water on it during the winter time, because I also catfish during the winter. We're going to take this nut lock off of here, off the handle. There's the nut lock. But anyways, I left this in my boat after fishing, and it was under ice for about a month before I could get it out. Full of water. The whole sides, everything, it was all plumb full of water. I did not tear it apart and check it. I left it right like it is. Let me grab a pair of pliers so I can get this nut off of here, and we can get inside, check this side and see what it looks like in there. Alright, got a pair of pliers here. We'll take the handle off. We got this little C-clip here. My camera will pick it up. We have to pop that off. Usually I can do it with my fingers. Sometimes I can't. There we go, I got it. That's the C-clip that goes right on the handle. Spool just fell out. Okay, we'll lift the handle off. Oh, got a little washer. I forgot about the little washer there that goes with the C-clip. Lift the handle off. Of course, the spool fell out a while ago. I'll go ahead and cut this line and just let that spool loose from the reel here. Unscrew the star drag. Go ahead and undo the 3 finger screws. 1, 2, 3. I'm using a different camera than what I've done these last few with, so bear with me. Or last 2. This will be my 3rd video on the Ming CL60. This is the 3rd year of doing a teardown on it. Let me bring this lens out just a touch. And here we have the cage. Something else I'll do, I had somebody ask me about the Pawl, if an Abu Garcia Pawl would work. Well, I've got an Abu Garcia 5000 sitting here. I'm going to pull the Pawl out and we'll see if it'll fit in here. We'll see if they're the same. I'll do that here shortly. First, let's do the tear down of the CL60 here. Everything is still smooth in this reel, even not being oiled or, you know, maintenance like I should. I have not been taking care of this reel. I've actually been trying to tear this reel up. I wanted it to fail, and I honestly thought that it would fail before now. Let's take this bearing cap off. Got your little shim or tension plate in there. As you can see, there is a bearing in here too. This bearing is starting to show, let me see if I can get in here on it. This bearing is starting to show signs of rust. Hopefully the camera will pick that up. It is starting to show rust around that bearing. It's still smooth. It's not, you know, it's not going out on me or nothing like that. I might better lightly oil it this time. There is a seal around this cap. It's a little rubber ring. It is starting to show signs of dry rot. The little rubber seal, which has let moisture in there. But I'm telling you, this reel was underwater for about a month. It was actually under ice in the water, and I could not get to it. I tried to break it out and get it out, and I was like, you know what? I'm leaving it there. Go ahead and take this side cap off, expose the rest of the insides. Check out the drag and stuff in there. Got 2 Phillips screws. Then this will just lift off. Like so. little bit of rust in here. Not real bad. Still smooth. That's the anti-reverse bearing. This right here. It's still smooth. It still catches like it's supposed to. Nothing's failed. You know, I've had no problems out of this reel, I can tell you right now. And I usually fish every Monday with this reel. I've caught some good fish with this reel. I've had no complaints. It casts effortlessly, smooth. I can cast it a long ways. Everything is still really good and smooth. Go ahead and pull this off. Everything, no rust in here. Actually, still got a little bit of oil in that. That'd be factory. I've never oiled this reel. I've never took care of this reel. Like I say, I have been trying to destroy this reel. Got 2 washers I just slid off of there. Now we're going to pull the drag apart. We're going to slide this up off the shaft. There's the shaft. I'll lay these down so I know exactly how I took them off. Lay each piece down. I have not updated this reel. I have not put carbon fiber drag in it. I left the original drag inside of here, which is actually, after I got to looking, is a ceramic drag. That's a ceramic disc drag. The drag works perfect on it. No wear, no tear there. Looking, nothing out of the ordinary. Here's the other side of the drag. Still looks good. It's a ceramic disc is what this is. It's smooth. It doesn't have any cracks, breaks. It hasn't been wore down. It's good. Put that back in there. Alright. I was worried about this piece of plastic in here. That's the only plastic in this reel that I was worried about, is this piece of plastic that works the bell. I haven't had any problems. It has not broke. It's not wore down. All the springs are intact. Everything's good to go. Alright, I got the spool up off the ground. And I lost both both of the weights. As you can see them slide off. I lost both of them, but I found them. So we're good. We're back in business. Now I'm really thinking about dropping a little bit of oil on that bearing. I'm not sure. You know what? Let's not. I'm not going to oil this bearing. It's got a little rust on it, a little surface rust. But you know what? I bought this to fail. I bought this to tear up. So, why maintenance or service something that you want to tear up? I'm not going to oil it. I'm going to go another year. I'll do one more year with this reel. I fish every Monday with it. I'm going to fish one more year. Next year, we'll tear this thing down and we'll service it. But for now, let's leave it like it is. Let's not get into it. I'm going to pull this Pawl out of this Abu Garcia and see if it's going to fit. I've had a lot of people ask about it. One complaint I've heard about these reels: you can't get parts. You can't get parts. They complain. You can't get parts. You can't get parts. For what I paid for this reel, I don't care if I can get parts for it. I don't care if this thing tears up tomorrow. I've made my money off this reel. For what I've paid for the reel, I don't, you can get handles for these. We're fixing to find out about this Pawl, if an Abu Garcia Pawl will work. What do you want to change in it? I mean, why? You can go to Boca and you can get different bearings. I don't understand why people are so worried about parts for the price that the reel is. It's not a price of an Abu. And if it was, then I'd want to know where parts was, but it's not the price of an Abu. Okay, that's the Abu Garcia Pawl, just went straight in there. Gonna put the cap back on. Abu Garcia Pawl will go straight into a Ming CL60. And if you're wondering, it's an Abu Garcia 5000. The Pawl will go directly straight into it. This is the, oh wow. There's the Pawl out of the Abu Garcia. I mean, out of the Ming Yang. I doubt if that camera is going to pick this up. But holy cow, that thing is dirty. It's got the... it's got a lot of dirt on it. Yeah, definitely dirty. Let's not clean it up too good though. We want it to go bad. We don't want it to get all cleaned up and work fancy. Put the original Pawl back in. I'm not going to oil it. Like I say, I'm not going to grease it. I'm not going to oil it. But one thing I am going to do, I'm finally going to put some new line on it. I haven't changed this line on this reel. I have all my other reels. It's just this one. I left the line on it and haven't changed it. I didn't want to do any maintenance to this reel at all. So I am going to put new line on it. And I use Berkeley Solar Green. Just a Walmart line, 30-pound test is what I use. And that's what I'm going to go back with. But I'm going to start sliding this back together. And I'm going fishing Monday. And I'm going to take this reel with me. This no good, junky Chinese reel that all these guys complain about because they can't get parts for it. I'll be honest with you. You can replace the drag in these. You can get all the bearings from Boca. Boca.com. You can replace the drag. And eventually I'm going to show all this stuff. I'll show you where to get the drags, how to put the drag in it, how to upgrade the bearings. We'll do it all. But for now, we need to make it fail first. We need it to tear up on us. I want to see, most of the people say, oh, it won't last you a year. This is my third year doing review video on this same Ming CL60 that wasn't going to last no time. And I fish with it every Monday religiously. That's what I do. I fish and I catch fish and I make videos. I make fishing videos, so. Alright guys, I'm going to put this all back together. I'm not going to oil it. I am going to change the line. That's all I'm going to do this year is change the line. And I'm going to put it all back together. I'm going to leave all the dirt in here, all the gunk in it. And we're going to go another year. I am a little late. I'm a little late from doing my review video on this, but my teardown. But here it is. The Ming CL60 is still doing me a wonderful job. I've actually bought more, and I'm using them the same way I'm using this. Actually taking a little bit better care of them. I've got this one, I'm not taking care of it, I'm not maintaining it, I'm not oiling it, and it's lasted me. This is my third year. So the other ones should last a long time, being that I'm taking care of them. They are identical to this on the inside. Everything's identical. I've tore them apart too and looked at them. They're excellent reels for the money. I'll drop links below. All that stuff to where I got this, to where I got my Ming CL60. We'll go from there. It's a little bit bigger than a 5500, Abu Garcia 5500, 5600. A little smaller than the 65. So we'll call it something, 5800. It's a good reel, guys. I don't like saying China stuff is good. Nobody does. Who wants to say, China products are good? But this is a good China product because I've beat the crap out of it. I mean, the side covers are scratched and boat rash all over it, bank rash. I've used it for catfishing, carp fishing. Took it down to the Gulf Coast, and we've caught some sheep's head, small sharks, stuff like that down on the Gulf Coast. I've had salt water around it. It's still doing good. We're good. All right, I'll see you on year 4. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. I got fishing videos coming, more fishing, hiking, camping, adventures. I do everything outdoors, outside. Been doing a little bit of different camera stuff here lately, cinematic stuff. Dipping my fingers in that. I like it. I do a lot of product reviews for people, so they like the fancy camera tricks and yada yada. And when I find good products, I like to bring them to you. Alright guys, y'all remember, it ain't what you can spend or how much you can spend, it's about the memories you make. Kapow!